Hi there, we're going to work on some tips within Adobe InDesign 2020. Some of these tips will work in previous versions. I just happen to be in 2020. If there's something specific to 2020, I'll let you know. But most of these will work if you've been in the Creative Cloud. Currently, I have a document up here in InDesign. It's very simple. It just has 3 frames here with some photos in it. You notice I have a photo here that has probably the whole photo in here or cropped very nicely inside here. I wanted to show you a little tip I know about for swapping out photos. And I want to replace it with one of my images over here in my Creative Cloud library. And I downloaded some demo assets here. I'm going to come over here to this picture right here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say place a copy of this. So I'm going to come over here, and you know, if you just click, it's just going to build a frame on top of that and put the photo into an actual size. I'm going to undo that. And if you hold down the Alt key or the Option key while you're over this and then click, it does an auto replace of the image. And that's select because I don't have to pre-select it, delete it. So that works out very well. So let me do that one more time. I loaded my image up. I'm over the frame area. I'm going to hold down the Alt or Option key, and I'm just going to click to do a replace. Another new feature in 2020 specifically, you can go over here to your Properties panel, and I can come over here, and I want InDesign to take a look at this photo, resize it, and adjust it so it puts the image of the person inside of this. So now if I come over here on the right hand side where it says frame fitting, we have our normal options of filling the frame proportionally and changing the frame size. But new on 2020 and 2019 is that there's a little button here called Content Aware Fit. And when I click on that, that will adjust this photo and put the photo in there and adjust it so it's like a proper positioning of the people in the image. Let's go up here to this image. Let me click on this here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come over here on frame fitting, and over here it says I'm going to fill the frame proportionally. That's been around since day one almost of InDesign. Now notice how it clipped off the people in the canoe over here. So let me undo that. And let me come over here to Content Aware Fit, and let's see what happens. Notice how it repositioned the canoers and the canoe into the photo. So this was automatically. This is being done by Adobe Sensei Artificial Intelligence building into the programs. I'm going to undo that one more time. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same command I did previously where it was fill frame proportionally. Now I want to know, do I have to undo that, or can I take this image as it sits right now, and will Adobe Sensei fix that even in this situation? Look at that. This is awesome. So if you're placing a lot of photos and it has people in the picture, this will aid in us aligning the photo within the frame with a click of a button. It doesn't mean I can't go back and click on the grabber or the content grabber and manually move it around myself. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that it might give me a jump start, and I might not have to work with maybe 50% of the photos. Now here's another tip long as I'm in here. If you want to move these around within here or reposition this, you know, if you just press and drag, I really don't get any indication of where the photo's at. I just know I'm moving it. And this is what I call the 1 ounce of patience rule, where if I hold down my mouse over this or the hand and wait 1 second, now I have a ghost image coming up here that I can see how I'm positioning that. So just remember that if you want to move something around or adjust something, like move this picture and its contents, like this. See how the frame is empty? Let me undo that. If I come over and I click and I wait 1 second, watch the icon actually probably change. See how it went to white? And now I can drag around the image and I can see the image. As long as we're on this, you know that if you want to scale up or scale down this photo manually, I can come over to a bounding box handle. I can hold down Shift and Control or Shift and Command. I can press and drag, and I can proportionally resize this up or down. But you see, I still only get the outline of the frame. So what I want is I want to be able to see it as I'm resizing it. So remember, Shift Command or Shift Control, press on a corner, hold it down, wait 1 second till those little arrows turn white, and now you can resize it, actually seeing the image. There's no guessing. I can actually physically see it. So let me do this. Let me bring this photo down to this size. Let me show you another tip I found out about. Now I scaled that down to this size, and I'd like to do that to these other two, and I'd like them to be the same, proportionally scaled down, the same size. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to hold Shift click and get a hold of this one, and I can go up under Object to this command called Transform Again, which means look at the action I just did of scaling and do it again and apply it to these two objects. So I'm just saying, if you do something like transforming, scaling, rotating, I can do that to one object, select other objects, and then go up to Object, Transform Again, and pick Transform Again. And it will apply the same transform command to those individual objects. So I just wanted to show you those simple little techniques that may help you very much when you're working with photos. I'll talk to you soon, and we'll work on some other tips.